Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Microphone check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Getting ready to go live here in Plains for the Eunice Lady Cardinals tournament game on the road here against, I believe they're playing one of the Seminole teams from Seminole, Texas. Here in Plains, Texas, just microphone check. Testing mics, test, testing 1, 2, 3, test.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, "Go Cardinals!" The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Plains, Texas. I'm Jimmy Jones, alongside the ghosts of Christmas Past, Charlie Fairbrush and Rosendo Caballero, as they are with me in spirit here today. We kind of decided to cover this game as a last-minute deal. This was not on the schedule. I reached out to TJ at the station late yesterday evening and said, hey, I'm going to the game. How hard would it be to get us to where we could cover it? And he said, shoot, let's try to make it happen. So anyway, I'm here by myself. I've got the camera kind of set up as best that I thought I could, where I could kind of cover it without having to move the camera. If we get into some exciting moments during the game, I may try to move it. Otherwise, I may just leave it stationary. Once again, I'll be here by myself. I did not do my normal research to kind of go over pregame and information about both teams. I know that we are playing, the Eunice Lady Cardinals are playing in the Plains tournament, and just you today. Yes, it is just me, and there is nobody here but me. So I have the station asking me if I'm by myself, and I am by myself. So anyway, let me answer a few questions for them. So anyway, both teams are warming up here at this time. The Eunice Lady Cardinals are currently 2-2. As we've talked about before, we got our season started off a little bit late. We typically start basketball a little later than most everyone does basketball. And the reason that we do that is because, we've just gotten accustomed to being deep in the playoffs in football, and to avoid that, I guess, distraction for football or volleyball or any other things, we typically don't start our basketball season till a little late. I know that, for example, Hobbs had been playing for weeks before we had our first game. One of the teams that Eunice played yesterday had already played 9 games coming into 9 or 10. On the schedule, they were 4-4 before this tournament. And so some of these Texas teams, tournaments are done a little different in Texas. They'll play multiple games per day. In Texas, they have a game limit, but when you play in a tournament counts as one tournament, and you can play as many games in that tournament basically as you want. So a lot of these teams in Texas, when you go to a tournament, they're used to playing 2 games per day. The Lady Cards played 2 games yesterday. They played Seagraves, where they got the win. They then, I believe they won that game by 25, 30 points. I don't have the exact score sitting here in front of me. As I mentioned, I didn't do a lot of research coming in. This was a last-minute deal. The Lady Cards then later in the day played Rawls, Texas, all Texas teams that they're facing over here, and they did pick up the win there by 5. I believe it was 31-36. So some good play yesterday. The day before that, this Lady Cardinal team faced off against Klondike. And Klondike, for those of you that don't know, has got an amazing team this year. They're ranked in the top 25 in the state of Texas. They're undefeated right now, and they have been destroying. I mean, when I say destroying everybody. A couple of games have been like in the 90s to single digits or teens. I mean, they have been destroying everybody. And unfortunately for the Lady Cardinals, it wasn't much different in their game with them a couple of days ago. So Lovington and Eunice faced off in Eunice's first game. Eunice came up just a little bit short in that game to start the season 0-1. Then they lost to Klondike 0-2. Then they won both games yesterday. And so that sits them now in a situation where they are currently 2-2. We're getting ready to get started here. I do not have a roster for Seminole, so I'm going to do my best. And here's the tip. Seminole wins the tip. Number 20 brings it around to the left side. She dribbles over the top, kicks it up to the top of the key. Trying to set up a pick and roll. Eunice in the 1-2-2 zone defense. Seminole drops it in, kicks it out. Now a dribble drive, skip through the middle and lays it in with the left hand for Seminole. That's number 10. Seminole comes out in that pressure defense. They get it to Chloe Jones. Chloe Jones dribbles down the right side. She pulls up, kicks it out over to Alondra Maureen. Maureen has it at the top. She starts to pass it to Rodriguez, then changes her mind. Jones now dribbles over the top, skips through, pulls it back out, kicks it over to McKenna McBee. McKenna McBee dribbles over to the right, a handoff to Maureen. Maureen kicks it back out to McBee, And now the ball ends up in the hands of Rodriguez, who throws it away. And here comes Seminole back the other way on the drive and the attack, and 20 lays it in for 2. And just like that, Seminole's up 4-0. Jones has the ball against the pressure of Seminole again. Seminole in that full court pressure. Jones kicks it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez thought about the shot. She steps back and then she pulls and she hits for 3. Alina Rodriguez with a deep 3 and an assist by Jones on the little dish pass. 6:42 remaining here in quarter number 1, and I'll get the scores app going shortly. Seminole wastes no time. Number 10 drops a deep 3 from the left corner. Rodriguez pitches it over to Jones. Jones on the drive. She skips it down the floor to McBee. Little struggle with it. Jones ends up back with it. She drops the ball into Marine. Marine stands up with it. I thought we might have had a walk there, but no call. Rodriguez catches the ball, then she's going to dribble with that left hand up toward the top of the key. Kicks it over to the right. McBee looking back for Rodriguez, swings it to Marine, over to Jasmine Martinez. Martinez to Jones. Jones cuts across. She's going to put a little drive on somebody, throws a shot up. It won't go, but Jasmine Martinez with the rebound, the putback, and it won't go either. And out comes Seminole, hurrying back down the floor. They kick it over to the right side to number 10, who throws up another 3, and it swishes through nothing but net. This Seminole squad can shoot the basketball. Jones to Rodriguez. Eunice trails 10-3, 5:40 on the clock. Once again, I'll try to get the scores app going here in a few minutes. Rodriguez behind the back, a little Euro step. She throws up a shot. It don't go. She hits the floor hard, and a foul is called. Looks like that foul was called on number 22 for the Maidens, the Seminole Maidens. All right, so trying to get set up here on the app. Let me see if I can get us going. And that way, those of you at home will have a little information on that as well. I'm going to, on the app, Rodriguez drops that one in. First free throw is good. On the app, I'm going to show us as the away team is wearing red, so I'm assuming that's how it should be. And Rodriguez drops in the next one, so that's 5 quick points for Rodriguez. Eunice trails 10-5. Here comes Seminole hurrying back the other way. They throw up a shot. It won't go. There's a scramble down low for the rebound. Seminole comes away with it, and Rodriguez is going to be called for her first foul and send the Lady Maidens to the free throw line. 5:25 remaining here in quarter number 1. All right, I got a volunteer in the crowd as Sandy Rodriguez just volunteered to jump over here and point the camera where it needs to go. So I got some help. Help has arrived. So anyway, we'll have a little assistance here. All right. So now those of you at home probably be able to see a little bit better. So we appreciate you, Miss Sandy, helping us out. Miss Sandy and the Hefes group, always a good group in Eunice. Rodriguez with the rebound, kicks it over to Jones. Jones dribbles through the left side, pulls up for a floater, drops it. It skips all around and falls out. Seminole grabs the rebound. Here they come the other direction. Thought about the dribble drive. Jones and Maureen stop them. The pass out to the side is deflected by McBee out of bounds. It'll be Seminole's ball right over here in the corner. For those of you at home watching from Eunice, this is the court that the Eunice committee that's working on the new gym kind of used as a guide. Jones with the steal, heads out down the floor. She throws up a shot, gets knocked to the floor, stays down a little bit this time, and now she bounces up, so she'll go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. It's 11-5 here early in the first quarter. And I will see, it looks like they've got it backwards, so I'm going to switch this around as those of you at home, just so you know, and Jones makes that first one. The app doesn't tell me who's home and away, and I'm going to assume, based off the way it's set up here, that they've got us as the home team. Jones makes 2 free throws. Seminole wastes no time. They push it quickly down the floor, drop it inside, a little kick out, and that's number 10. She's already knocked down a couple of threes. There's a 3 from the top of the key. It won't go. Got a rebound down low, and now Seminole comes away with it. A deflection by Rodriguez. Seminole has it again. They dribble out and shoot a 3 like Steph Curry. Shot goes up. It won't go, and Alina Rodriguez does a great job down low of tying that one up. and that'll give the ball back to the Lady Cardinals. Seminole in the full court pressure. Jones pops over here to the corner. We throw it long for Maureen. Maureen's going to take the dribble. She's looking around. Seminole in that full court man. We throw it right to Seminole. They're in the white uniforms. We're in the red. Here they come on the attack. Looking inside, kick it up top to the top of the key. Dribble drive, kick out to the left. The shot is up. It won't go. Seminole hustling for the rebound, and they are standing out of bounds. That'll give the ball back to the Lady Cardinals. So once again, I've got my camera lady here with me today. She's helping me out as a volunteer. We greatly appreciate her. Jones with the ball. She takes it from this end. She's going to cross over a defender, and she's going to head in, throws up a little floater, and it goes in for two. Chloe Jones with the floater. 4 minutes remaining on the clock. Eunice clawed back in. It is now 9-11 on the scoreboard. A long three by Seminole, no good. And then the rebound and a putback puts Seminole back up 4. Here goes Jones hurrying back through the other end. They skip pass out to Alina Rodriguez. Alina Rodriguez looks around. She's going to kick it back over to Jones in the left corner. Jones going to dribble over toward the top of the key. She's surveying the defense, looking around, trying to figure out where they're going with it. They skip pass over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looks inside to Jasmine. Jasmine kicks it back out to McKenna McBee. McKenna McBee with a running one-hander. It gets partially blocked, and here comes Seminole back the other way. They're going to attack the glass. Now they back it out for 3, and they hit another 3. That's number 10. She's hit 3 threes this quarter. And Gary Frazier not liking all them threes that young lady's hitting. He's going to call a timeout to talk about it. That number 10 for the lady, I guess they're the maidens, the Seminole maidens. She has hit 3 threes, and on that one, she caught the ball probably 2 steps inside the three-point line, dribbled backwards to get her feet behind the three-point line. She was wide open with a little mid-range. She said, to heck with the mid-range, I like 3 points. She dribbled backwards out to the three-point line, threw up the 3, and sunk it nothing but net. It's 16-9 here. We are in the first quarter. I want to shout out to some sponsors: Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Lasco Construction. Here come the Lady Cardinals. Rodriguez to Jones. Jones got number 3 on her for the maiden. She's going to cross her up and attack the basket. Drops it down low to Sam. Sam's shot goes up. It won't go in. That's Sam Allen. The steal by Jasmine Martinez. Back over to Jones. Jones with the free throw shot. Off the rim. No good. And here comes Seminole back the other direction. Maidens looking to attack. They drop it down low. Little high-low action inside. The shot goes up. It's no good. And Rodriguez comes away with the rebound. Rodriguez doing a heck of a job on the glass today. Rodriguez tries to throw it down low to Sam Allen. The ball sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover on the Lady Cardinals. So we've got a sub coming in. McKenna McBee is going to head over to the sidelines. Alondra Maureen comes in. Sam Allen is in the game today. She left yesterday not feeling well. Lots of sickness going around for sure. So here come the maidens. They're looking for that cross-court skip pass. Jasmine Martinez with the steal. She's going to throw it to Sam Allen. Sam Allen says, let me give it over to Jones. Jones going to pull it up top of the key. She hits Rodriguez wide open on the wing. A 3 is up, and it is good for Alina Rodriguez. That's 8 points for Rodriguez here in quarter number 1. 2:15 on the clock. It's 16-12. Shot is up. It's no good. Jones comes away with the rebound, and she's out running through the whole group. Going to run down, lays up and contact, and she's going to get 2 points. 2 for Chloe Jones. Seminole wasting no time. They're already attacking back the other way. Now they've set up the offense, pull it out to the right side. They drop it down low to a post player who attacks the basket. That's number, I believe, 55. 5-5 attacks, and Samantha Allen is going to be called for the foul. It's now 16-14. I am trying to follow the score up on the board, and they keep changing it up there, so I apologize because I'm doing multitasking here, and the scoreboard up on the scoreboard, every time I look, they've taken a couple points from one side and added some over to the other, and so anyway, what it shows on the board right now is 16-14 in favor of Seminole. For my Eunice fans, nothing against my Seminole people, but my Denver City people call Seminole Smelly Hole or something like that. So anyway, they're kind of like Eunice and Jal. They don't like each other much. So all the time I spent in Denver City, they didn't like Smelly Hole much. But anyway, here comes Eunice. There, a little drive through and a travel by McKenna McBee. That'll send the ball back over to Seminole. Scoreboard reads 17-14 now. Just points coming out of all kind of different directions. 1:30 on the clock. Here comes Seminole. We're in quarter number 1. Ball swings over toward the side, almost goes out of bounds, saved by Seminole. A three-pointer from the top of the key will not go, but Seminole with a rebound. Seminole with another shot, another rebound. Seminole with another shot, another rebound. Seminole with another shot and rebound, and this time Rodriguez comes away with it. She's directing traffic, trying to get Maureen to float down the floor. She does. Rodriguez with a great direction of traffic there, playing floor general. She's going to get the assist, and Alondra Maureen with 2 points. A quick three by Seminole, and here come the Cardinals headed back the other direction. Had a wide open player down the floor, waited a little long to get it to her. Rodriguez ends up with it back on the wing. She throws up a shot that won't go, and Seminole with the rebound. That's Big 5-5 with the rebound. And that score has changed again up there, so I'm going to try to change it. It's 17-16, 45 seconds on the clock. So on the court right now, we've got McKenna McBee. Alondra Maureen is number 2. Alina Rodriguez out on that left wing, and down low, we've got Jasmine Martinez, and 5-0, I believe, is Michelle Ostos. McKenna McBee with the drive, throws up a shot. It won't go. Seminole with the board. Here they come back the other direction, and my apologies to the Seminole folks. I don't have a roster. Seminole with the shot there on the elbow, and that's a beautiful shot by 5-5 from the left elbow. She drops it in, and Seminole now up 19-16. Eunice wastes no time coming back the other way. Alina Rodriguez with a Steph Curry three. She crosses up, steps back, and she was deep, and she drops that one in for 3, and that is another 3. That's 3 threes this quarter for Alina Rodriguez, and as the final buzzer sounds here in quarter number 1, it is going to be 19-19. Eunice and Seminole all knotted up here in quarter number 1. And just for those folks at home, so nobody gets their feelings hurt, I believe this is Seminole's JV. So I don't want people thinking I'm saying we're whooping on Seminole's varsity. So I believe this is Seminole's JV team. So just a disclaimer. I know how folks are. I'll be getting them messages in a minute saying, hey, that ain't their varsity. So anyway, 19-19, pretty dang good quarter there for the Lady Cardinals. Started off a little slow. Once they woke up, they got going. It's Alina Rodriguez leading all scorers, I believe, at this point. She's got 11 points here in quarter number 1. Chloe Jones next in line for the Lady Cardinals. She's got 6. Alondra Maureen with 2. On the other side, the only thing that I know is I don't have their roster is number 10 has hit 3 threes for them. That young lady will, in a fast break, dribble backwards away from the goal when she's got a layup and pull up and shoot the 3, Steph Curry style. So you don't see that a whole lot in high school basketball. I guess we see it more than we used to. Shout out to some sponsors: Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply. So here we go in quarter number 2. Jones jumps into the passing lane, deflects that ball out of bounds. So the Lady Cardinals get a good deflection there. Maidens will have it on the sideline. They're going to throw it in here. They do. Seminole looking to swing it. They swing it out to number 10. She's their deep shooter. 3 ends up with it over to 4 on the right wing. A shot is up. I was just talking about the deep shooters. I think the whole group can shoot deep because there's another 3 by this Seminole team. So it's 22-19. So there goes Maureen. She's going to throw up a shot. It won't go. McBee almost had a rebound, but it hit her right in the hands and went out of bounds. So that ball will be turned back over to the Seminole Maidens. 7:25 here in quarter number 2. 22-19. Eunice trails by 3. Seminole swings it over here. They drop it inside. The ball ends up at the top of the key. A 3-pointer is up. It is no good. Everybody crashing the boards. The ball's deflected out of bounds. And they're going to say it's going to stay Seminole ball. Got some subs coming in. Alina Rodriguez got a break. Sam Allen got a break as well. Jasmine Martinez and Ostos head over to the sideline. Ball gets brought in over into the deep corner. They throw it down low. Rodriguez with a nice hand, a steal. Then she goes behind her back, crossover, and now she heads down the floor. They get it to Jones. Jones floats one up. It won't go. She's got to get a little touch on those type shots. She throws it up there hard. Seminole coming back the other way. Swings it cross court into the corner. Number 40 with the shot. It won't go. Maureen with the rebound. She's going to slow it down and walk it up the floor, and here come the Cardinals. Maureen looking for somewhere to go with it. Over to Jones. Jones to McBee. McBee with the dribble drive, throws up a shot. It won't go, and she is fouled, so she's going to head to the free throw line. So 22-19 here in quarter number 1. Eunice Lady Cardinals trail Seminole JV by 3 points. Been a good competitive game so far. Seen some good things for sure. McBee at the free throw line. Her first free throw's up off the front of the rim. It is no good. It's again 6:33 remaining here in the first half. McBee back to the free throw line again. That one banks off the front of the rim. No good. Seminole quickly pushing it down the floor. That ball's going to sail out of bounds, and it'll be the Lady Cardinals ball on the Lady Maidens turnover. Rodriguez throws it into Jones. Jones going to attack on the dribble. She gets into the middle, throws up a shot. It deflects off the rim. Sam with the rebound and put back. It won't go. Seminole wasting no time. They're pushing down the floor. Kick it out to the right wing. Rodriguez out there playing defense. Gonna collar with the body over in the corner. So Rodriguez called for the foul over in the corner. I think that's 2. Yep, they're going to show 2 on Alina Rodriguez, so she's got 2 fouls. Seminole trying to get it in. They do to the backside. McKenna McBee fouls the young lady going up, and they're going to give her the and 1. So the and 1 there. Trying to watch that scoreboard so that I can keep up with their scoreboard. Right now, there it goes. Now they've updated it. It is 24-19. Seminole will go to the free throw line. Shot is up, and it goes in nothing but net, so it is now 25. Eunice gets it into Jones. Jones with the crossover, and she's going to get smacked there by number 3 of the Maidens. That'll be a foul on Seminole. So Eunice will have the ball just behind half court here. Rodriguez to throw it in. Lena Rodriguez over to Chloe Jones. Chloe Jones going to walk it across the timeline. Looking down the floor. She's going to dribble over to that left side. Seminole in that man-to-man defense. Alina Rodriguez ends up with the ball. She's going to do a little Euro step through, throws up a floater. It won't go. And Rodriguez, whose momentum had taken her out of bounds, jumps back in to grab the ball, and they call her for the out and back in, not getting her feet set in the back inside. So that'll give the ball over to the Maidens. Maidens for 3. They waste no time. Throw up a 3. It won't go. Rodriguez running with the ball. She's going to throw it ahead to Jones. Jones floats it over to Maureen, and Maureen has her shot rejected, and she gets hammered to the floor. And Rodriguez started a great fast break there, transitioned up to Jones. Jones with a little touch pass over to Maureen. Maureen's shot wouldn't go, but she's going to go shoot 2. She is kind of hobbling a little bit, grabbing a leg and her knee or something, so she's slow getting over to the bench. Not good. This Eunice Cardinal team, the ladies, are thin. We've got a thin group this year for the Eunice Cardinals. Just looking over there at the bench, we've got, it looks like 7 people in a uniform today. Not a whole lot of ladies playing basketball this year. My understanding is we only have somewhere between 12 and 15 total playing basketball for the Lady Cardinals this year. So the timeout called by Seminole. They're over there talking about it. Coach has seen something that she wanted to work on. Gary Frazier at the helm of this Eunice Lady Cardinal team. Alondra Maureen seems to have got rid of the limp. She's headed back to the free throw line. Number 2, Maureen. She's got 2 points already here today. She heads to the free throw line. She has got some colorful shoes on. I'll give her that. Here goes the shot. It's up and off the back corner of the rim. No good. So she'll have another chance here. Eunice trails 25-19. We're in quarter number 2, about halfway through quarter number 2. Alondra Maureen back to the free throw line again. Her shot is up. That's a good-looking shot, and it is in. It is now 25-20. Seminole pushes it across the timeline. They play quick. They kick it out to 10, who's already made 3 threes. They get it back to her again on a little inside out. She's going to attack through, throws up a shot. It won't go. Michelle Ostos with the rebound. Maureen ends up with it. She skips it over to Jones. Jones looking around, surveying the floor. They're in that man-to-man defense here. You'll notice I talk about it all the time, but the only problem with that man-to-man defense and our man offense is we clutter up the middle, so there's nowhere for Jones or anybody else to go. If they drive and beat their man, they run into that crowd of people. Maureen tried to attack off the dribble. She throws it right to a Seminole player, and here goes Seminole back the other way. They drop it out and then kick it back out. The shot is up. It's no good. Sam Allen with the rebound. She has it taken away. Seminole throws up a shot. It won't go. Sam Allen and they're battling again. This Seminole team, even though they're a JV group, they are aggressive on the boards. It's 25-20. Eunice trails by 5. Alina Rodriguez preparing to throw the ball in. Jones is going to cut and break. She's running the wrong way. They float it to her over the top. She ends up with it. She's going to give it to Jasmine Martinez. Jasmine Martinez tries to drop it into the post. That is our MO. It's what we do, and we throw it away. Here comes the ball back the other way. They try to step through, throw the ball through, and it's going to sail out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover on the Maidens. Seminole with the turnover. Gary Frazier headed over to pick up that ball in the corner. Jones going to start the break here. They get it to her. Just clear everybody out. It's the best way to do it right here and let her go one-on-one. So here goes Jones over to the right wing. She's looking around. She's going to hand it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez fakes the handoff. Then she's going to dribble up to the top of the key. She steps back for 3. It won't go. A lot of people in there battling. Seminole comes away with the rebound. Seminole pushing it. Their coach telling her to go, go, go. They like to play quick for sure. Shot goes up, and it is in. What a shot there by 5-5 for Seminole. Chloe Jones going to start the dribble attack here. She's going to cross over and head through and then back it back out. Eunice still got those people all standing in the paint, so there is nowhere to dribble drive because the paint is clogged, as you can see on the camera, and it's going to end up being a turnover on the Cardinals. For those of you at home that are able to see that, that's what I'm always talking about, how we clog the paint and there's no dribble lanes. There's no way to get to the basket when you got your whole team standing between you and the basket. Against a zone, it's a little different because you're trying to set up in the gap. And there's a rebound and a putback by 10. So not only can she shoot the 3, she can also get some things done down low. It's 29-20. Seminoles extended their lead here. So here we go. We're back in that man defense for Seminole. Eunice trying to slowly look for somewhere to go with it. Jones dribbling around, then dribbles back all the way over to the left side, kicks it back out. Jasmine Martinez with the ball. Rodriguez now has it. She's going to dribble to that left side, looking for somewhere to go, floats up a shot. It deflects off the rim. It won't go. Here comes Seminole hurrying back the other way. They're looking to get it inside. They do. 5-5 rotates her pivot feet, and that's going to be a travel. So Eunice will have the ball. So Seminole's coach yelling for him to get somebody. Get somebody. 2:40 remaining on the clock. Jones ends up with it near the timeline. She's going to dribble to the left side. Then she's going to stop, pull up, shoots a 3. It deflects off the front of the rim. No good. And here comes Seminole back the other way. They throw it down low. Jones with a little deflection deflects that ball out of bounds. Ball sails out the baseline. It's 29-20, 2:27 on the clock. And it's going to be Seminole ball right under their basket. Number 4 for Seminole heads over. She's going to throw it in. They give her the ball. She's looking for somewhere to get it. She throws it up to the top. They shoot a wide open shot near the top of the key, and it swishes through for 2. It's 31-20 now. Rodriguez to Jones. Jones on the attack. She pulls up, shoots a little floater. It won't go. Maureen had the rebound for just a second. 5-5 took it away from her. They call a jump ball, so that'll be Eunice ball down on the baseline. 31-20. Eunice now trails by 11. They had tied this game up just a few minutes ago. So they're going to correct the jump ball. They're saying it should have been the other way. So Seminole's going to end up with the ball. So 31-20, 2:08 on the clock. It's ticking. Seminole with the ball, brings it across the timeline. They float it down low. Swing it back out here and then drop it in the middle. Jones slaps it away there, but Seminole ends up back with it. They swing it back up to the top of the key, and now they're going to drop it into the post. Post drops it around. It won't go. Seminole battling for the rebound, and there's a foul called down low. I believe they called it on maybe 5-0. Okay, they called that foul on Michelle, so 5-0 with the foul. They float it over into the corner, and then big 5-5 up top, throws up a shot. It won't go, but she hustles in, gets her own rebound and put back. And they call a jump ball down low, so that'll give the ball back to the Lady Cardinals. They float it into Maureen. Maureen takes it across the timeline, drops it down to Jasmine Martinez. Jasmine dribbles once, kicks it back out to Maureen. Maureen dribble drives, then kicks it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking to attack. She's going to step through, goes up with the shot. Foul called. That'll send Rodriguez to the free throw line. So Alina Rodriguez will head to the free throw line. She had 11 points in that first quarter. Been a little cold here in quarter number 2 until then. She just hits one right there. That gives her 12 points for the game. Rodriguez back at the line. They hand her the ball back. It's 31-21. Eunice trails, and that one won't go. Seminole skips the ball down low on the attack, and then Maureen gonna be called for a foul out here a good second or two after the shot. I noticed watching some film the other day that our girls do that a lot. When a shot goes up, you can block out, but you can't. When I was young, you went and stuck your butt on somebody and pushed them out. They don't let you do that anymore. When the shot goes up, you can get up against the person, but if you throw the butt into them and knock them, they're going to call you half the time for that. So anyway, so they called Maureen for that. Seminole goes to the free throw line. First free throw's up and no good. Second one swishes through, nothing but net. Rodriguez grabs it out of the net. He's going to try to throw it in. Gets it over to Maureen. Maureen's trying to dribble up. They're going to come up from behind her and steal the ball. So turnover. Here comes Seminole back the other way. 5-5 with the shot. It won't go, but Seminole with the rebound and the putback. That gives Seminole 2 more. We've got to do a better job on the boards for sure. Rodriguez dribbles across the timeline. Little crossover, crosses back over, flips it over to Jones. Jones starts to drive, then slows down. And then Jones goes to the floor. And the ball rolls out of bounds. They say it's off Seminole, so that'll give the ball back to Eunice. So 34 is what's up on the board now. They changed that one again. 34-21, Jones with the ball. Jones going to start to attack, then she's going to pull it back out. Now she starts to attack again. She throws up a floater, and it hits off the back of the rim and won't go. Here comes Seminole the other way. 25 seconds on the clock. Jasmine Martinez almost with the steal. Ball goes out of bounds. Seminole's going to have it on the side. They throw it in, flip it back over to the inbounder, and then they're going to call Alina Rodriguez for the foul. That is number 3 here in the first half. So that'll send Seminole to the free throw line. Alina Rodriguez with 3 here in half number 1. She's one we got to have on the floor. For those of you that watched us play back in the day, I used to tell Jada all the time, I'm like, Jada, look, I understand sometimes you're being aggressive. However, sometimes you got to understand how important you are to the other team or the rest of the team having you on the floor. So for Alina, she's going to have to figure out that some of those little aggressive plays are not bad plays, but that she means more to the team on the floor than what that one steal might have meant. So, and there goes Seminole with the rebound and the putback. They pick up a couple more points. It's now 37 to 21. At the beginning of this quarter, we were tied, and just like that, we've got a foul against Eunice again. And that one's called on Chloe Jones. That'll be her first. Seminole heads back to the free throw line with a chance to almost double this score up here in a quarter. And that one goes in. It's 38-21. Shout out to some sponsors: Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas. Second free throw is up and it is good. That's 21-39. Maureen with the ball, trying to bring it up. They send the double after her. She flips it into Jones. Jones' shot goes up and it is no good. And that is the end of the first half. And at halftime, it's going to be 39-21. The Lady Cards went from a tie ball game at the beginning of this quarter to they now trail by, it looks like about 18. And so we'll send it to halftime here. Let you listen to a word from our sponsors.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system. Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards! The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto, "A friendly people, proud town," and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, "Go Cardinals!"
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Are you nervous about Thanksgiving dinner? With all this chaos in the world, take a step back and leave the cooking to Outlaw. Call 392-2012 and pre-order your ham or turkey, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, stuffing, pecan or pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, rolls, and so much more. Pickup or delivery is available. Call Outlaw now, 392-2012, and pre-order. Outlaw Grill wishes you a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready to start the second half here of the Eunice Lady Cardinals game. Eunice Lady Cardinals are playing in the Plains, Texas tournament, playing against Seminole. This is Seminole's JV. Eunice trails 21 to 39 here at halftime. Alina Rodriguez leads the Lady Cardinals. She's got 9, 10, 11, 12. Chloe Jones with 6, Alundra Maureen with 3. And here goes Seminole with the ball. They're going to throw it in over here on the timeline. They drop it into the center, kick it back up to the top. Seminole plays that high-low action again as well. The difference is Eunice is in that zone defense, so they're playing that high-low action versus Eunice's zone. They skip it down low. Rodriguez pushes near the timeline, toward the baseline. It gets thrown away, and so Rodriguez comes away with it. Jones has it now near the top of the key. Kicks it out to Maureen. Maureen with the dribble drive over to Jones. Jones with a little floater through the middle, and she hits it for two. Nice move there by Jones, and a nice little pick by Alondra Maureen. Seminole tying a shoe over here. So now here we go. It's 7-11. Time for a big gulp up on the screen. Third quarter, 39-23, and they're going to call Seminole for the carry out here on the wing. Don't see that called very often. The game has changed since back in my younger days where you had to keep your hand on top of the ball the whole time. Now almost everybody dribbles that way. Jones drops it into Jasmine Martinez. Jasmine Martinez throws it to Seminole. Seminole heading back the other way. Rodriguez with the steal. She picks Seminole's pocket, and here she comes. She kicks it over to Jones. Jones looking around. She's looking backside, skips it down low. McBee shot blocked down low, and here comes Seminole back the other way. Seminole's going to dribble through that right side. They skip it out to the corner to number 10. She hit 3 threes in the first half. She doesn't hit this one. It deflects off Maureen with the rebound, trying to bring it down the floor. She skips it over to the left side and throws it into the bleachers. A turnover on the Lady Cardinals. So it's 39-23. See if I can 39-23. Try to get this app going. My apologies. Multitasking today. Seminole's dribbling out here around the timeline, looking to run some clock. Eunice back in the zone. Ball gets deflected. Seminole comes away with it, gets it back out again. They kick it over to the wing, almost out of bounds. They save it, throw it back in. It gets up cross court. A three-pointer's up and no good. Seminole with the rebound. They kick it through, and they're going to call Rodriguez for the foul, and that's going to be 4 on Alina Rodriguez. So Alina Rodriguez picks up number 4, and we are early in the third. She is our scoring threat for dang sure. And so that'll send her to the side. Seminole misses the first free throw. Samantha Allen's going to come in. Alina Rodriguez heads to the sideline. Eunice trails 39-23. We're in quarter number 3. Seminole at the charity stripe. Next shot is up. It deflects out, no good. Samantha Allen with the rebound. Kicks it over to Jones. Jones on the dribble drive, looking to attack. She's going to pull it back out, kicks it to McBee. McBee for 3, and it swishes through nothing but net. Kenna McBee with a deep 3. Seminole wastes no time. They're headed back the other direction. Skips it over to the right corner. Now they're going to pull it out and set up the offense. Trying to get it into that high post area. There they get it in there now. Now a little kick out to 10. She's their deep shooter. She misses that. She shot like crazy the first quarter. 3 threes in the first quarter. Hadn't been able to get it going since. Jones looking to dribble drive. Dribbles over to the right side. Once again, there's that clog there in the middle. Nowhere to go. Jones going to dribble over the top. They're in that man-to-man defense, but as you can see that clutter in the middle, that's where it makes it hard to get a dribble drive going. Samantha Allen almost had the right idea, trying to get it to McBee. Ends up in the hands of Seminole. Another turnover from the Cardinals. Here goes Seminole. They're going to attack the middle. They throw it up for 2, and 2 more points for Seminole. 23-30 or 23-41. The score up on the board says 26-31 or 41, so I'll add mine back up to equal that. Jones dribbling around up near the top of the key. She's going to throw it down to Sam. Sam throws it, trying to get it to Maureen. The ball goes out of bounds. We're still trying to play that post game in the middle. So ball's going to be over to Seminole, and here they come. Bringing it across the timeline. Eunice still in that 1-2-2 zone. And here comes Maureen. She's going to step out a little bit. We're trailing. Got to create some pressure up on the front of the defense. Keep this clock from ticking. McBee with the steal. Here she comes on the run out. She's going to attack. She throws up a shot. It won't go. Jones with the rebound tries to put it back. She has her shot blocked. And here they come back the other way. Seminole on the run. Shot is up, and it is good. 2 more points for Seminole. It's 26-43. Jones going to walk it up the floor. 3:45 on the clock. They're going to do a little dribble handoff to McBee. McBee on the run. And they're going to call a trip on Samantha Allen. So that'll send the ball back over to Seminole. So Alondra Maureen heads to the sideline. Michelle heads onto the floor, number 50 for the Lady Cardinals. Seminole going to bring it across the timeline. That's number 20. She kicks it over to number 3 in the corner. 3 drops it down to 10, the deep shooter. Looking high-low, they get it inside and then kick it out. Swing it around. Now they go back toward the post. Jones with the steal. Here comes Jones on the attack. She's going to dribble through, throws up a shot, and it's off the glass, no good, but she's going to go to the free throw line as she was fouled. Got a little body contact there from a maiden. So Chloe Jones heads to the free throw line. Got 8 points on the day. Rodriguez leads all scorers with 13, I believe. 12. Jones' first shot is up, and it swishes through, nothing but net. 9 points for Jones. She'll have another one. Some substitutions for the maidens. Jones back to the line. 3:16 on the clock in quarter number 3. That shot is up. It bounces all over and does not go, so Jones misses the second. Here comes Seminole. They're going to push it straight to the corner and then drop it right to the post in the middle on a cut and post for 2 points. That makes it 45-27. Eunice trails by 18. So here comes Jones. Looks like there's some confusion in what type of offense or what they're doing. McBee dribbles across the top of the key. Her shot is up. It's no good. And here comes Seminole running the other way. Jones looking to press a little bit. She does. Seminole pushes it up the floor. They swing it into that left corner. Now deflected out near the top of the key. Jasmine up on the top. Jones almost stepped in for the steal after the deflection by Jasmine. Seminole ends up back with it. A shot is up. No good. Seminole with the rebound. Another shot from the top of the key is no good. Scramble for the rebound out here between Jones and 2 maidens. Seminole comes away with it. Now they work it around the top. From the left over to the right. Now they swing it back to the left again. A little fake. Jasmine Martinez with a nice steal. She's looking for somewhere to go with it. She kicks it out to McBee. McBee's going to stop. Looking around. She swings it out to the top to Jones. Jones swings it over here to Jasmine Martinez on the left wing, back to Jones. Jones to McBee. McBee has it on the right wing. She's going to dribble drive, throws up a shot. It won't go. Seminole with the big rebound, and here they come, headed the other direction. Coaches tell them to slow it up a little bit. They want to run some clock. It's 45-27, Seminole in the lead. McBee with an almost steal. Seminole comes away with it. Kick it out to the right wing. Back over to the left. Jasmine putting some pressure on. Jones now pushes out on the right side. They drop it up into the corner, and then a 3 is up. It won't go. Deflected around. Comes out in the hands of Seminole. They cross-court skip it. McBee with a nice rebound on the shot down low. McBee over to Jones. Jones looking for somewhere to go with it. Just a lot of clutter in the middle. There's just nowhere to go on the drive. So they're going to drop it over to Ostos. Jones tried the backdoor cut. McBee ends up with it. Jones with the ball. She's going to dribble through. She goes to the floor. McBee ends up with it. Jones going to pull it out now. Once again, I'm going to point to the clutter in the middle. Now we're trying to spread. All right, got to get them out just a little bit more, and that pulls everything through. They're running like what I call a pack line defense, where they sag off, ball's deflected up top. Jones going to go in. She throws up a shot. It won't go. And she's going to go to the free throw line to shoot. She's got a knot on one of those knees that looks like she stuck a golf ball under the side of it. Big purple, but she hits the floor a lot. I'm always telling her to stay on your feet, quit hitting the floor so much. But she also not very big. Jones back to the free throw line. She shoots that one up, and it is no good. 45-27. The Lady Cardinals trailing by 18. Jones will head back to the free throw line for another one. Once again, this Lady Cardinal team only has 7 players. Jones's next free throw's up. It's no good. Samantha Allen with a nice rebound. She has it taken away, and here come the Maidens. They're attacking. They're going to drop it in the middle. Try to drop it in on that backside. The ball goes out of bounds. Good defensive play by Jasmine Martinez. 7 seconds remaining on the clock. Alondra Maureen to throw it in. Jones ends up with it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. She steps back, throws up a 3 off the front of the rim, no good. And at the end of 3, it is 45-27. 45-27 for my notes there. Want to make sure we shout out to some sponsors. Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Lasco Construction, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, Parker Energy Services. So we appreciate you guys. I know John Dean's Wrecker Group there in Eunice has also been an active sponsor this year. I haven't really gotten an actual list for basketball, so I'm just going off what we had at the end of the year during playoff football. So my apologies if I'm missing anybody. Trying to think of a few of the others that are always actively involved. And, of course, today we've got the Jefe of all Jefes here helping us on the camera, so a shout-out to the Jefes Inc. folks, for sure. So through 3 quarters, the Lady Cardinals trailing by 18. Alina Rodriguez been sitting most of the second half in foul trouble. She's got 4 fouls. Looks like they've got her back up and ready to go here. As we've mentioned before, for some of you that follow us, Aubrey Howler has got she had a surgery back at the end of the summer, and so missed most of volleyball. Chloe was saying she may get to come back and play here pretty quick, so we're hoping to see her back. Kiki Parker tore an ACL during volleyball, so she's been out. Caitlin Parsons is the big elephant in the room. We're waiting to see what's going to happen with that from the NMAA. There's a little dribble handoff. Got a little weave action going on. They throw it up the top, swing it, and it goes high and off the fingers of Jones and out of bounds. A turnover for the Lady Cardinals. I would guess we're probably in the 25 turnover range in this game at least. Lots of turnovers for the Cardinals. Seminole with the ball, a little dribble drive, throws it out to the right side, shot goes up, and a rebound by 5-5 for Seminole. She goes up with the putback and is fouled. So that'll send Seminole to the free throw line. 45-27. Eunice still trails. Did they call that on Rodriguez? Yeah, so they're trying to correct. They called Alina Rodriguez. They called Alina Rodriguez for her 5th foul, and she's sitting in the chairs. So they've got Alina Rodriguez fouled out, and she's not even in the game. And so anyway, now they've corrected it on the board. So 7:16 remaining. Eunice trying to run a weave here. Still weaving. We got a lot of weaving going on here. Little step back for 3, and a nice little shot by Kenna McBee. She follows the offense, does the weave, steps back, shoots the 3. So that makes it 30-47. Eunice back within 15. Step through move from Seminole. Shot is up, it's no good. She's going to hustle in, try to get her own rebound. McBee with a rebound. She's going to push it up that right side, drops it over to Jones. Jones kicks it back over to McBee. McBee with a nice little move. She throws up a shot. It won't go. Seminole with the ball, and they're going to hurry back the other way. Here they come on the push. They drop it down low. Shot is up, no good. Samantha Allen with the rebound. Hands it off to Marine. Marine pushes it up the floor. She's going to stop and pop and hits a three. Alondra Marine with the run-in three-pointer from the top of the key. That makes it 33. Did I miss two down there? They gave them two more. I keep missing points, and then all of a sudden I look up there and there's two more points on the board for Seminole. Anyway, it's 47-23, and now they drop that one in. And that makes it 49-33. Once again, I'm multitasking today, so my apologies. Chloe Jones with the ball near the top of the key. She's going to slowly dribble it over here, set up that weave. McBee's going to step through, throws up a shot. That one won't go in. And that's going to be the ball handed back over to Seminole. The score on the board now is 49-33, and Gary Frazier is going to take a timeout. He wants to talk about it. Looks like he's sending Alina Rodriguez back to the scorer's table. So for the game so far, you've got Alina Rodriguez with 12, Chloe Jones with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, Kenna McBee with 6 on 2 threes, Alondra Maureen with 6 on a 3, a 2, and a free throw. That's what I show in my unofficial little scribbles here. So shout out to some sponsors again. Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline, Lasco Construction, Devon Energy, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, the Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services. And a special shout out today to Jefe's Inc., as we've got Miss Rodriguez here helping us with the camera today to make it a little more presentable to those of you back home, so we don't just have a stationary camera here. So coming out of the timeout, it was a Eunice timeout. Eunice trails by 16. It's going to be Seminole's ball, the length of the court. So they're going to throw it in. Here comes the Cardinals. The Maidens. They bring it across the timeline. Look like they're going to be content with just spreading it out a little bit here. They drop it out up top. We're still in that 1-2-2 zone. And they're going to call for a little double dribble action, so that'll turn the ball over to the Lady Cardinals. 49-33. Here comes Maureen playing the point guard. She dribbles across the top, tries to throw it down, throws it right to a Maiden. Here comes Seminole back the other way after another Eunice turnover. 49-33. They get it to the corner. A three-pointer's up. It's no good. Michelle with the rebound. Kicks it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking down the court. She throws it down the floor. McBee does a good job of playing defensive back there. She gets it back. Rodriguez with the ball. Dribbles over to the left side. She has it taken away by Maiden. Here they go the other way. Seminole on the attack. Throws up a shot, and it goes in for 2. And it's back to 18. 33-51. Gary Frazier quickly looks over at Jones and says, go get back in. Seminole extended the lead back to 18 again. They drop it down. Nice play, pass from Big B to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looked like she got fouled there. No call, but here comes Seminole back the other way. They try to float it into the post. Now they just kick it back out. Coach is telling them to relax, run some clock. 4:05 on the clock. It's an 18-point game, 51-33. They get it inside, kick it out to the right wing to the shooter from earlier. She throws up a 3 that won't go. The only person rebounding was in White, and she drops it back in for 2. That extends the lead to 20. This is the biggest lead of the game for Seminole. They dribble it over to the right side, hand it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking to attack. She turns around near the free throw line and then dribbles back over to the left side. Jones waiting patiently at the scorer's table. Maureen with a pull-up floater. It won't go. Ball's kicked out. Rodriguez comes away with it. She pulls up at the left elbow. It's off the rim, and here goes Seminole back the other way. It's 33-53. Jones still standing at the scorer's table. They're trying to spread our defense out here a little bit. Got people in the four corners and then a post down the middle. They drop it into the post and then kick it out. Cross court skip, back out to the right wing. Shot is up and it's in for three. And just like that, Eunice trails by 23. 23-point deficit here for the Lady Cardinals to the JV Seminole team. Maureen around the top, throws it over here toward Rodriguez. Almost throws it away, but Rodriguez comes away with it. Rodriguez tries to drop it through what she thought was a cutter. Seminole comes away with the steal, and here they come back the other direction. 2:35 on the clock. Fourth quarter here. They drop it down low, one dribble kick out. Now they're telling them to slow it down again. Clock is running, 2:23. Now they're just going to swing it up to the top of the key and run some clock. Eunice still sitting in a zone. Frazier's hollering at them to come up out of that zone now. And there's a three by Seminole. It's 59-33 with 2 minutes to go in the game. Jones still standing at the scorer's table. Now she's joined by Jasmine Martinez. McBee comes across the top. They kick it out to Rodriguez, who shoots a three, and it is good. Rodriguez with 3 more points on the board. I believe that's 15 now for Rodriguez. It's 36-59, 1:40 on the clock and ticking. Seminole running that clock. Now they drop it down into the middle and then another kick out. That ball deflects off the hands and out of bounds, and so that's going to be back to the Lady Cardinals. 1:30 on the clock. Eunice trails 59-36. We've got multiple substitutions from both teams. Jones and Martinez come in for the Lady Cardinals. So the ball's back up near the free throw, or top of the key. It comes across. It's Maureen. She's going to hand it to Jones. Jones on the dribble drive. Then she pulls it back out. Going to hand off to Maureen. Maureen with that little attack. McBee ends up with the ball. Her shot is up. It's no good. Seminole battling for it. They come away with the rebound. Now they're going to slow it up again. 1 minute on the clock. 59-36. And then there's going to be a foul on Rodriguez, and that will be number 5. That'll send Rodriguez over to the sideline. So 58 seconds remain here in this ball game. Eunice trails by 23 points to Seminoles JV. It's going to be Seminole ball on the sideline. They're going to throw it in just on their side of half court. They float it down the floor, and they throw up a shot. It won't go, but they get their own rebound and a putback. It won't go. Then they get another rebound, and that time Samantha Allen ties them up. 52 seconds on the clock. It's going to be Seminole ball under their own basket. We're in the fourth quarter. 59-36. Seminole looking to get it in. They do. They drop it down low, and the shot will not go in. Samantha Allen with the rebound. They get it to Chloe Jones. Chloe Jones looking to attack. Her shot is up and no good, but she's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. So Chloe Jones heading to the free throw line. Wonder if they've got some 23-point free throws that we can shoot here. 40 seconds on the clock. Her first free throw is up, rattles around, and won't go. You can usually tell whether Chloe's shot's going to go in or not, whether she holds her follow through. And that time her little hand went up and come right back down before she ever let the ball go. That one held, and it went in, just like I said. So here comes Seminole back the other way. 37 seconds on the clock. Eunice trails by 22. There's a whistle. I'm not sure. I guess the ball went out of bounds. I looked down to adjust the app. Tipped it? All right. My counterpart says we tipped it that time. So here comes Seminole. They're trying to run a little weave action. They attack, kick it back out. Little dribble drive. All the way to the rim, float it up, it won't go. They get their own rebound and put back, and it won't go, and it's going to be off a Cardinal. And it's going to be Seminole ball under their own basket. 16 seconds on the clock, 59-37. Eunice trails by 22. Ball's deflected. It goes right by one of our players, right into the hands of Seminole. They throw up a shot. It won't go. Jasmine Martinez comes away with the rebound. And then they kick it to McBee. McBee to Marine. Marine throws up a half court. Alondra Marine throws up a half court shot right at the buzzer, and it swishes through to make the score, the final score, 40 for Eunice, 59 for Seminole. So that'll be the end of the Lady Cardinals game. I'm going to see if we can cover the boys game. I'm going to have to reach out to TJ and see if he can start a broadcast for us. I'll reach out to him right now. With that said, I'm going to step off for just a second to see if they have the ability to get us set up for the boys. If so, we'll be back. If not, my apologies. I'll be back on the line here shortly. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Plains, Texas, where the Lady Cardinals fall to the Seminole JV. Final score in that game was 59-40. The Lady Cardinals were led in scoring by Alina Rodriguez. She picked up 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 points. on 4 threes and 3 free throws. Chloe Jones had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points. All right, my apologies. I'm jabbering away, and I looked down after my camera lady here told me that Marty sent a message. I've been talking away, but for some reason the mic was on mute, so that might be the best thing that ever happened to you folks at home. You didn't have to listen to me for a while. It's 6-4. The Cardinals they're in the lead by 2. We've got a double dose of Gomez going down low. There's Thompson for 3, and he splashes that one off the glass. I don't know if he called glass, but it don't matter. He still gets his points. So Eunice extends that lead to 9-4. The Cardinals on top here, applying a lot of pressure. So Thompson has picked up a 3. There's 2 points on the board by Rawls. Once again, my apologies. For some reason, I had the mute on the mic, so you were not having to listen to me too much. Blevins with a nice pass down into Gomez. Gomez kicks it out to Mata. Mata to the other Gomez. A little pull-up, mid-range jumper by Gomez in the corner. It's a nice one, and it's 11-6 on the scoreboard. So Eunice applying the pressure. Rawls trying to break the pressure. They skip it down the sideline. Ball sails out of bounds. It's going to be off the Cardinals, so the Rawls will keep it. 11-6. Eunice in the lead, 3:52 on the clock here in quarter number 1. Rawls trying to get it in, Eunice applying pressure. They get it in, little Euro step, throws it up off the glass. It won't go, but Rawls comes away with the rebound. Then they drop a nice pass in low, a block by one Gomez, and I get these two Gomez's confused because they almost look like twins. And there's a steal by Rawls, a run out, a lay-in won't go. Nice defense there by Thompson, but Rawls gets the rebound, puts it in. So that makes it 11-8. I was hoping it was 11-7. I was wanting a big gulp. And there was a shot that went up and in. Who made that? Billy? 3 or 2 or 2? So Billy Blevins with 2. I looked down at my little app here, and Eunice extends that lead to 13-8. So we've got Thompson with 4 points already here in the first quarter. Billy Blevins with 5. One of those Gomez's ended up with 2 while ago, and I'm going to butcher which one it is because one of them's 23. Jorge, all right. So there's a Jorge Gomez and there's a Luis Gomez, and they're brothers. Luis. Oh, okay. All right. So my camera lady here, the jefe of all them jefes, is helping me keep them straight. Because those two Gomez's look alike. One of them's 2-3 and one of them's 3-2. And the numbers here on the Eunice Cardinal uniforms are a little hard to see sometimes. So Rawls throws it in. Eunice applying the full court pressure. Rawls trying to get it down the floor. They do. A little jump stop through the middle. And there's going to be a foul on the floor. Eunice had 3 Cardinals flying through the air there. I'm not sure which one of them they're going to call it on. Looks like they're saying number 20. So that's Billy Blevins. That'll give Billy Blevins 1 foul here in the first quarter. That shot is up and no good. According to my Max Preps roster, that is Salazar for Rawls. So Eunice leads 13-8 here in the first quarter. The second free throw is up and it'll go through. That makes it 13-9. Eunice wastes no time. They're going to push it the other way. Thompson brings it across the timeline. He's trying to orchestrate the offense there. Swings it over to Blevins on the left side. Blevins looking inside, and they're going to call a 3 seconds in the lane again. That's the second 3 seconds in the lane called this quarter. So Rawls with the basketball, looking to get it in. Eunice back in that full court pressure, looking down the floor. They get it in, they get it across, and now they're on the attack. A little running one-hander by, I can't even tell who that was. That's 12 again. Once again, I believe that's Salazar. There's an attack by Thompson. The shot is up. It's no good. We got a Gomez with the rebound. He passes over to the other Gomez, and that was 2-3 Gomez, Luis Gomez, that went up for the shot. And he was fouled, so he's going to head to the free throw line. It's 13-11 on the main board here. So my apologies. As I mentioned earlier, I'm running the apps, the board, and everything else. And I've unmuted now, so they should be hearing me now. Are they hearing me now? Okay. Yeah, so the stream is about a minute behind for those of you back home, but earlier I don't know why, but the mute light was on the box, and the box is sitting beside me. I don't have a table here today, so I am actually sitting in the seats with the equipment laying all over everywhere, and I got Miss Sandy helping me with the camera. So that shot was up and no good by Rawls. We're headed the other direction. Scoreboard says 14-11, so I have missed somebody. It had to have been Gomez that made one of those free throws a while ago. So I'm struggling here in the beginning of this boys game. As I mentioned, we did not have this game on the schedule to be covered. I just reached out to the station today and said, hey, I'm coming. Mind if I cover it? And they set this up at kind of a last-minute deal. We were able to get on the air and get it covered. So we appreciate TJ and all the No Mark Broadcasting folks for helping us get this one on the line. So Maddox Mata back over to Thompson. Thompson over to Billy Blevins. Billy Blevins drops it to Gomez in the corner, who pulls for three. It won't go. Had a little air ball going on that time. Salazar with the ball. He's going to kick it over to number 4. I don't even have a number 4 on the Max Preps roster for Rawls. I'm assuming we're playing Rawls. Maybe we're playing somebody else. I don't know. I can't read anything on their uniform. So they've got the ball over in the corner. Eunice trying to trap them there. Ball gets deflected. The guy throws it and catches it himself. I don't think you can do that, but he did. There's a little attack. Throws it up off the glass and in. 2 points for Rawls. That's going to make it 13-14. Billy Blevins was trying to attack, and he gets fouled by 2-2. On my paperwork, that says Garcia. Anyway, we've got a stoppage of time here on the floor. As I mentioned earlier, I'm juggling a few different things, trying to make sure I got everything going. 1:10 on the clock, and the clock starts ticking. Eunice with the ball. That's Hyan Castro out here on the left wing. He gets it up to Thompson. Thompson back over to Ortega, and there's a shot up by Thompson. It won't go. Hyan Castro tries to save it. He throws it back over his head into the middle of everybody. Rawls comes away with it. Here's the attack up near the top of the key. Swings it over to the right side, almost a turnover. Rawls ends up back with it. They flick it out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover on Rawls. I'm trying to see if I can read the front of that. Yeah, that does say Rawls. It's just a really tough light color on their chest, and it is hard to read. So here comes Thompson for the Cardinals. He brings it across the timeline, crosses some folks up, floats it down inside to Melanson. Melanson to Gomez, back over to Thompson. And I don't know what the call was. Lane violation. That is the third lane violation this quarter. Eunice still applying the pressure. Rawls in that maroon almost looks like Tularosa Wildcats. They're going to bring it across the timeline. Salazar skips it through, flips it down. They give it back to him. He throws up a shot. It won't go. Rawls with a rebound. And the ball hits off the baseline. It's going to be a turnover on Rawls. It's going to be Eunice ball. 9.38 showing on the clock, so 9 seconds remaining. Thompson brings it across the timeline, trying to move it with some pace. Pulls up at the free throw line, throws up a one-handed floater. It splashes through, and the buzzer sounds. And at the end of the first quarter, it's going to be a score of Eunice 16, Rawls 13. So Eunice 16, Rawls 13. Thompson with 2 more. I show Thompson with 6 points, Billy Blevins with 5, Luis Gomez with 3. So I am missing somebody's 2-point bucket here, and I apologize as I am missing 2 of the points. I'm not sure. So with that said, I'll shout out to some sponsors. Thank you for making these broadcasts possible. Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline, Lasco Construction, Devon Energy, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, John Dean Davis and his crew. And of course, today we got a special one We got the Hefe's Inc. folks down here because we got Miss Sandy helping us on the camera, so we appreciate her. So here we go, starting quarter number 2. Thompson's going to pull up and shoot a deep 3 as we start quarter number 2 with a 3. So Thompson with a deep 3 to start the quarter. Trying to flip over to my page and get that going. Rawls, number 5, with the ball at the top of the key. He kicks it over to the left side. There's a one-handed, crooked-looking, I don't know what kind of pass. Almost looked like he was trying to throw a grenade, and he chunked it all the way over into the bleachers. So with 7:34, a turnover on Rawls will give the ball back to Eunice. So they drop it into Melanson. Melanson kicks it out to Hyan Castro. Thompson with the ball at the top of the key again. He takes that same 3, but this one sails into the bleachers right over to Alina Rodriguez. I don't think she's playing in this game. So that's going to be a turnover on the Cardinals and send the ball back to Rawls. So here comes Rawls across the timeline. Run a little weave action at the top of the key. Eunice in that 1-2-2, trying to kind of match up out of it, running somewhat of a matchup zone. They throw a shot up, and it floats and sticks right in the corner. You don't see that happen very often, but that basically ends up in a jump ball. So 7:04 on the clock here in the first half. 19-13, Eunice leads by 6. Rawls with the ball on the baseline. They throw it into the right corner. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Crosses over between the legs, pulls up, shoots a deep 3. It won't go. Ashton Thompson with the rebound. He's going to push it across the timeline over to the right side. That's Ortega who kicks it back out to Thompson. Thompson crosses over. They get it into Melanson, who swings it to Castro. Castro's 3 is up, and it is no good. Deflects off the rim and over the back of the backboard. So that ball will go over to Rawls. Rawls with the ball. I believe that's Salazar. No, it's Sanchez. It could be Van Gundy. I don't know. There's two 23s on Rawls' roster. Okay, and he ends up with it again. It's Sanchez Van Gundy. That's what we'll call him. All right, they swing it up to the left side. Back to the top of the key. Hyan Castro steps in with a steal. He's going to attack. Throws up a shot that won't go, but a nice follow, and the putback won't go by Ortega, and Rawls ends up with the ball. Eunice staff, McBee's letting them have it for that one. Missed an opportunity there, and there is a travel on number 5. That was Delgado, and he Del Wacto. 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. Eunice will get the ball right over here at the half-court line on the opposite side. They throw it into Thompson. Thompson looking inside, swings it over to Hyan Castro, who gives it to Gomez. Gomez back to Castro. He's going to step into a 3. This one's no good. Ortega with a good rebound. Kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson's 3 won't go, and it hits one of the Rawls guys right in the face. Bounces off his face and skips out of bounds. In Coming to America, they yell, "In the face, in the face." That's kind of the way that one was. Gomez with the ball down the block. He skips it out to Melanson. Melanson to Castro. Castro floats it back up to Gomez. And then they call Gomez for the travel. So it's 19-13, 5:32 remaining here in quarter number 2. Rawls going to bring it across the timeline. They swing it out to the left side. Kick it up to the top of the key. Over to the right corner. Left hand dribble up toward the top and swing it back to that same corner. Thought about the attack, then they float it down low. Several people had their hands on it. Rawls comes away with it, throws up a shot. There's a whistle on the floor, a foul. So that'll send Rawls to the free throw line. That's number 12. I believe that is Salazar. Once again, this game was not scheduled to be covered, so I just printed out the roster off Max Preps right off my phone a few seconds ago, and almost every number that they have has 2 people assigned to that number, so that's why it's all messed up. 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. Thompson drops it into Melanson. Melanson to Ortega. Ortega with a pull-up jumper. It won't go, but a nice rebound there by Gomez, and on the putback, he gets smacked upside the head. And so that'll send number 32, Jorge Gomez, over to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Scoreboard reads 19-15. Gomez at the line. He misses the first. As we mentioned, this Cardinal team is 2-2 on the season, trying to stay with their nose above water as far as in this. They blew the whistle as Gomez made that free throw, and then I guess they're just subbing folks in. So that's going to make it 20-15. Eunice leads by 5, and Rawls is going to bring it across the timeline after the substitution. Got a little weave action going at the top. They drop it over into the corner, try to float it down to the block. They do, and there's a steal by Billy Blevins, the gunslinger. Billy the Kid Blevins, as I called him last year when we were announcing. Gets it over to Thompson, and then they're going to call Thompson for a double dribble. He kind of cupped the ball. We talked about that during the girls' game. You don't see that called very often. That same official called it multiple times in the girls' game. And the Eunice coaching staff is coming out asking about it. When I was a kid, if you put your hand under the ball, it didn't matter what the situation was. They called you for carrying or whatever. That was a normal carry. As the years have went on in basketball, that has become very much more common. People do that as they cross over. In fact, any of those dribble ball handling instructors actually teach that. And so you don't see that called very often anymore. That is not something that that you see called much. I mean, you can cup the ball, swing it from one side to the other, and nobody calls that anymore. It's back in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, whatever, that you just didn't see that allowed. Now everybody does it. I guess it's one of those things that if everybody does it, does that make it right? I don't know. But anyway, I've seen that same official make that call 3 times or maybe even 4 already today. And not saying he's right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm just saying you don't see it called very often anymore. 4:36 remaining here in the first half. Eunice on the road in Plains playing against Rawls here in the tournament. It's 20-15. Rawls with the ball, and they're going to throw that one away. So there's a turnover on Rawls. That ball skipped off the hands of Delgado and out of bounds. So Eunice to throw the ball in. That's Melanson. He throws it over to Thompson. Got Hyan Castro out here on the left wing with Gomez. Gomez with the ball. Back to Castro over to Thompson, and now they swing it to Billy Blevins over on the right wing. Gomez runs the baseline over into the corner. Thompson swings the ball over to Hyan Castro. Back to Thompson. Thompson thought about the shot. They get it to Castro. Castro pulls for 3, and Hyan Castro drops a deep 3, and it's now 23-15 on the big board. 3 by Hyan Castro. Rawls with the ball. They're going to run that little weave. There's a little runner, floater through the middle, won't go. Gomez with the rebound. He kicks it out to Blevins, and Blevins, the ball went through about 3 hands for Rawls, landed in the hands of Blevins, and you could tell Blevins was a little shocked that the ball went through his hands and got to him that quickly. So when he caught it, he looked like he was trying to tiptoe down the sidelines in an NFL football game. Unfortunately, that's not allowed in basketball, so the ball will be turned over back to Rawls. And Coach McBee wants to talk about it, so he calls a timeout. It's 23-15. This timeout is brought to you by Parker Energy Services. Brett Penny Parker, we appreciate you guys and all that you do for the community. Always willing to help out our community. We appreciate you. We're missing Kiki Parker this year on the girls basketball team. She's a longtime member of the Eunice Lady Cardinals basketball team, a senior this year. Had a knee injury during volleyball and is going to be out for basketball this year. Keek was one of our mascots back when I was coaching, and we definitely miss seeing her out here on the basketball court. It's funny because back when I had the little mascots and she would run out with Chloe, her and Chloe were about the same size. Now Kiki's about 1.5 feet taller than Chloe. All of a sudden she ate some spinach beans or something and she grew about 1.5 feet, and Chloe, she forgot to eat her spinach beans. She's about the same size as she was when we had them little mascots. So both teams heading back out onto the floor. Once again, it's a 23-15 ball game. This Eunice boys game, 3:44 remaining in the second quarter. Rawls in the maroon, Eunice in the home whites. The numbers on the front of these Eunice jerseys are very hard to see. far as telling who's who. That's why I struggle sometimes. And there is a deep three by Rawls. They splash that one in. That cuts the lead 23-18. Billy Blevins with the three quickly on the other end. It deflects off the rim. It's no good. And here comes Rawls on the attack. Do a little dribble handoff near the top. Flip it over to the left side. The left side, they swing it back out there again. Now it's back up to the top. That's Delgado. He's going to dribble around, looks around, kicks it over to Salazar. Salazar's three is up and no good. Gomez with the rebound. He's looking down the floor. He gets it over to Thompson. Thompson skips it across to Blevins. Blevins back to Thompson. Castro claps his hand, says, I want it. Thompson looking inside. He's wanting to get it to that high post. McBee directing traffic from over on the side, and they throw it away, trying to get it into the post. That is a Eunice Cardinal thing. We like, boys, girls, whatever, we like to get it into that post. So there's a steal by the Cardinals back at the other end. 2:25 here in the first half. 23-18 is the score. Thompson to Castro. Castro out to Melanson. Melanson thought about dropping it inside, and ooh. And there's going to be a foul called up top on 23, and that's either Sanchez or Van Gundy. I'm calling him Van Sanchez. 23-18, 2:13 remaining in quarter number 2. Eunice throws the ball in at the timeline, swings it across. Castro to Billy Blevins. He does a step back three, and he's going to splash it in. Billy Blevins, the gunslinger, drops another three. 2 minutes on the clock here. Score is now 26-18. Rawls with the ball, dribbling around a lot up near the top of the key. Eunice spreading that defense out a little bit, trying to apply some pressure. Ball was deflected down low. A shot goes up. It's no good. Melanson with the rebound. He kicks it over to Thompson. Thompson to Blevins. Blevins thought about a deep NBA three, and now he kicks it back out to Thompson, to Castro, over to Melanson. Melanson back to Castro, over to Thompson. Over to Blevins in the corner. Blevins tries to throw it cross court. Luckily to get away with that one. And we floated into Gomez. Gomez's shot is up and no good. He tried to follow his own shot with the rebound, deflects it out of bounds, and that's going to be Rawls' ball. Rawls' ball. Rawls' ball. Somebody called a timeout. I don't know who, but with 1:21, it looks like the Eunice Cardinals called the timeout. My sidekick tells me. So 26-18 is the score. Eunice leads by 8, and we've got another Eunice Cardinal timeout on the floor. Both sides head over. This timeout is brought to you by Eunice Health Clinic. Right now, that's an important place, as it seems like everybody's sick. I know half our basketball teams on both sides have been ill, not feeling well. Wife's a teacher up there at the schools, one of our other sponsors, Eunice Public Schools, and she says that half her class is sick. I know we've had one at my house sick. I try to duck and run and stay away from him. Feel like I'm playing hide and seek, trying to bob and weave, keep that coronas or hantas or flus or any of them other little viruses from jumping on me. All right, that ball's deflected out of bounds as we start back after the timeout. 1:13 remaining here in quarter number 2. Eunice leads by 8. It's 26-18. So Rawls with the ball. Eunice putting the pressure on him. Billy Blevins trying to pressure. They swing it over into that left corner. Blevins steps in, and they're going to call him for the foul. The ball looked like it got dribbled off his shin out of bounds. I didn't see a foul. I did think the ball was knocked out by us. They call Blevins for the foul. That's 2 fouls on Billy Blevins here. So Rawls with the ball. They swing it out up top to Sanchez Van Gundy. Billy Blevins with the steal, and here he comes back the other way, and he tries to drop a little nice soft one-hander to Melanson. Melanson wasn't quite ready for it, but it was also a little too far in front of him, and the ball goes off just the tips of his fingers and out of bounds. So Eunice with the turnover. Here goes the trap, and Gomez steps into the passing lane with a nice steal. He's going to attack the basket, and he throws it up for 2. And I believe that was Luis Gomez. That's 5 points for Luis. 30 seconds remains here in the first half. Try to update that score. It's 28-18. There's a steal. Ends up in the hands of Castro. Castro hits it ahead to Thompson. Thompson runs it up and lays it in. That's 2 more points for Thompson. That's 11 points for Thompson at this point. 8 seconds on the clock. There's another steal by Castro. Castro floats it ahead to Thompson. He's going to pull up and shoot a mid-range. I don't think he realized how much time was left on the clock because he could have got to the rim and laid it in, but I think he thought the clock was about to run, so he pulls it, throws it up. It won't go in. At the end of the first half, we've got a score of 30-18. So we will step away for just a few minutes, and then we'll be back here shortly to talk about the second half. You're listening to Eunice Cardinal Sports on the Nullmark Broadcasting's coverage that can be heard through the Eunice Sports YouTube page or at hobbsamerica.com by going to the Cardinal link. So we'll send it over for a word from our sponsors. We'll be back shortly.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system. Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in well sick care for all ages, well women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
All right, we are getting started. The officiating crew, there was a minute left on the clock up on the big board. The officiating crew cleared that minute and then dropped the ball on the floor and just started counting. Basically going to turn the ball over if they did get in and get it. So anyway, Eunice grabbed it, threw it in, took advantage of it, got 2 quick points when we still had a minute on the clock for halftime. So anyway, I've seen all kind of interesting stuff that been watching basketball a lot, and for a long time never seen quite that happen. But anyway, here comes Rawls back the other way. Eunice with a 30-18 lead at the half. They've picked up 2 more here already, so it's 32. I don't even know who scored those points down there because we weren't set up. So now it's 32-20 after Rawls puts it in for 2. Thompson with the dribble drive, swings it out to the right side, and it's going to go out of bounds off of the fingertips of Blevins. And so scoreboard shows 32-20, 7-11, time for a big gulp. On the clock, we're in quarter number 3. Rawls with the ball, looking to dribble drive attack, throws up a shot, it won't go. Thompson with the rebound, he's going to head the other way. He kicks it over to Melanson. Melanson pulls for 3. And Elijah Melanson with a deep 3 there for the Cardinals. That makes it 35-20. Eunice back in the pressure defense. Rawls kicks it out, tries to dribble drive attack. They're in a 1-2-2, somewhat of a matchup zone, and they're trying to trap in the corners. Gomez with a block there. They kick it out to the outside. The shot is up. It won't go. Ball still being deflected around. Rawls comes over. Man, the ball is still on the floor. There's all kinds of craziness going on. Here comes Maddox Mata. He throws up a shot. It won't go. Ball's deflected around again, and there is a ton of, I don't know what you call that stuff. But anyway, lots of loose balls, lots of wrestling, lots of balls bouncing off people's foreheads and shins. And anyway, 6:13 on the clock. Scoreboard shows 35-20. Eunice with the Rawls with the basketball. They're in the maroon with the gray trim. Eunice in the white. The numbers on the front of their jersey have like a light outline to them, so they're hard to see from the front. The backside you can see a little better. There's a shot that goes up, and it looks like it just fell off. And so they're going to send one of their young men here to the free throw line. As I mentioned, we were not set to cover this game. We kind of did it as a last-minute thing, and I don't have the rosters. That's number 12. I got some names and numbers just as the game was starting off. Max Preps, number 12, Salazar, drops that one in. It's now 35-21. Here's the next shot. It's up, and it goes in as well. So Salazar with 2, if that name is right in Max Preps. Thompson tries to throw a one-hand pass the length of the court. It gets knocked out of bounds by Rawls. So that'll mean that it'll still be Eunice ball. Gomez is going to come in. He's coming in for Gomez. So a Gomez for Gomez sub. 2-3 comes in for, or 3-2 comes in for 2-3. So that's George Gomez or Jorge Gomez that's now in the game. That ball gets slapped away. Now he came in for Melanson because they're still both. There's a 3-2 and a 2-3, and the Gomez is still out there on the floor. And there is a huge block by Billy Blevins. He jumps up and throws the shot up into the bleachers. Nice block by Blevins. Chloe Jones jumps up and screams, "Gets that out of here, boy," or something. So she's excited for Billy on the block. So here comes Rawls back with the ball around the top of the key. They kick it out to the left side. Attacks the baseline, throws up a shot, and Blevins gets another big block, but this time there's going to be a foul call. Not sure exactly who that one's going to be on. If that's Blevins, that could be 3. It is. Or no, maybe 2-3. Let's see. They called it on 2-3. So Luis Gomez gets the foul call, and that is 2 on him. So the first free throw is up, and it is good. Here goes the next one. It is no good. Gomez gets in there. That's big 3-2, Jorge Gomez. They tie it up, and so that'll be a jump ball, and Rawls will get the ball on the baseline. So Rawls to throw the ball in. A little inbounds play with some screens, and then they throw it up to the top of the key. Dribble drive attack, kick it out to the right side to Salazar. Salazar swings it across to Van Gundy Sanchez. His ball deflects off the rim, and then number 4, who's not on the roster, tries to save it. I thought he did, but apparently the officials didn't see it that way, so it's good for the Cardinals. 35-22, Eunice with the ball. Gomez to Thompson. Thompson pulls for 3, and he splashes it through. Ashton Thompson with another 3. I've got him at 14 points right now. I know for sure I missed whoever scored that first bucket when there was still a minute on the clock for halftime, and the ref decided to clear the clock, so I missed that one. So there's another jump ball down in the basket, and they're going to give the ball on the jump ball to the Cardinals. I thought we got the last one, but I'm liking it. All right, we're getting some hometown calls over here in Plains. We're the home team. Billy Blevins pulls and shoots a deep 3, and that one splashes through, and Billy Blevins, the gunslinger, sinks another one. It's 41-22. Eunice extends their lead. 4:14 on the clock, and the clock is ticking. They're going to call a blocking foul. Did they call that on Blevins? If Blevins, I think that's 3. 20, yes, they did call that on Blevins, so that'll be 3 fouls on Blevins. So they'll send Blevins to the bench now, and they'll bring in number 10, that's Hyan Castro. So Blevins to throw it, I can't even talk. Gomez with the steal, he's going to run the length of the floor and lay it in. And that is 23, Gomez, which is Luis, and I show him with 7 now. So there's another steal. This is the other Gomez, Jorge Gomez. He gets it ahead to Thompson. Thompson with a finger roll. So Ashton Thompson puts 2 more on the board for the Cardinals. It's 45-22 after the Ashton Thompson lay-in after the steal from Gomez. Ball's up at the top of the key. Ortega trying to get to it. And there's another steal. Hyan Castro with the steal, throws it ahead to Thompson. Thompson on the dribble drive attack, throws it up with his left hand off the window and kisses it in. It's 47-22. The Cardinals have jumped out strong here. So the Cardinals with a big third quarter so far. It's 47-22, Cardinals in the lead. Rawls struggling with the half-court pressure being applied by this Cardinal defense. Cardinals got some long athletic kids down there in the paint too. Gomez and Melanson, all long armed. Billy Blevins is not a little fella by any means. Long arms. Melanson causing some problems in the paint with the passing game. This timeout is brought to you by the Eunice Public Schools. Dwayne Haynes, Cynthia Sims, Rosendo, my usual sidekick who's not here today. Probably sitting somewhere cooking some fajitas or something. Matt Coy, Kenny Reed. I believe it's Kenny Reed's birthday either today or yesterday. Happy birthday, Kenny Reed, the Eunice School Board President. Ms. Hahn, David Gallegos, and all the staff. Of course, I can't mention the staff down there without mentioning my wife. She's doing a tutoring program that she does on Saturdays up at the school. And anyway, she's up there working today. So she's working. I'm over here working. This is good work for me. All right, 3:19 on the clock. Eunice in the pressure defense here in the half court. There's a little running one-hander by number 22, Garcia. He splashes it in. That'll be 2 points for Rawls. It's 47-24, Eunice with the ball. Gomez has it. He kicks it out over to Ortega. Ortega to Thompson. Thompson back to Gomez. Gomez dribble drive attack. Throws up a floater. It floats around, bounces around, and goes in. I think that was 23, Luis Gomez. That's who I'm going to write him down beside. And then Rawls comes back the other way, and they put 2 on the board. So they kick it over to Hein Castro. He pulls for 3. It goes off the glass. The bank is open. I don't know if it's Wells Fargo, J.P. Stone. One of them was open. It's off the glass and in. So Hein Castro picks up 3 more. That's 6 points for Castro. Rawls dribble drive attack down the baseline. They pull it out, kick it back to the side. Looking, he's trapped in the corner. And Ortega had him trapped, but then he reached across and kind of slapped him on the hand, so the official calls it. Scoreboard shows 52 to 26, 2:18 on the clock. Rawls drops it into the corner. I believe that's Salazar. Salazar crosses over, throws up a shot. It won't go. Gomez with the rebound, kicks it over to Thompson. Thompson pushes it down the floor to Ortega, back to Thompson. Thompson crosses somebody over, throws up a floater, it won't go. Eunice had multiple players slapping at the rebound, and they slap it out of bounds. Eunice gets in the full court pressure now. Looks like they got a little diamond in one press going. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rawls with the ball. They're able to break the pressure and then bring it across the timeline. Now they skip it down low. There's a nice little skip pass and a shot that goes up. It will not go in. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Eunice Cardinal basketball. 1:45 here in quarter number 3. So here comes Thompson across the timeline for the Cardinals. He dribbles right up to the top of the key, and then he turns and throws it right over to, I believe that's Hein Castro. No, that's not Hein. I don't know who that is. Anyway, it's one of them young men sitting on the bench. That's Melanson, I think, and Melanson was over there rubbing his leg because Thompson hit him right in the leg, and he's on the bench. He ain't even in the game. I think Thompson just saw white jerseys out of the corner of his eye and threw it that direction, but unfortunately, there was nobody over there for our team except the guys on the bench. 52-26, Rawls with the ball, 1:25 on the clock. They're going to dribble drive attack, throw up a shot. It won't go. Thompson with a partial block. Rawls with 2 shots and 2 rebounds, and then on that one, that's number 10, Benjamin. He's all about them Benjamins, baby. He picks up 2 more points. That makes it 28-52. And then they're going to call Gomez. That's 32 Gomez, big Jorge Gomez. They're going to call him with a travel down at the top of the key. So 1:03 on the clock. Rawls dribble drive attacking, pulls it up the top of the key, and then they kick it out. Nice pass into Salazar, who lays it in for 2. And McBee wants to talk about it. He calls a timeout. It's 52-30, and we got a timeout on the floor. This timeout is brought to you by NMR Pipeline, LLC. You won't find a more involved group than Dale Bettis, Stacy Pop, the patriarch of that family, Charlie Bettis, and that crew. They just do so much for Eunice, for the community. Shoot, you go to NMJC basketball game, you got NMR stuff all over the walls. I mean, they support and sponsor Hobbs, Eunice, anything, Lee County, anything kids. They do so much. We greatly appreciate that group. Just so many things that they're involved in. I know that up at the schools here the last week or so, they were providing photos with Santa for all the kids at the elementary, and so they make those things happen and just do so much. So we appreciate NMR Pipeline, LLC, the Bettis family, Miss Stacy Pop. She's the office manager and makes a lot of things happen up there as well. So 54 seconds remaining on the clock here in quarter number 3. Eunice comfortably in control right now, up 22. It's 52-30. Eunice will have the ball the length of the court. They throw it in. That's Gomez. He throws it to Thompson. Thompson brings it across the timeline. Picked up his dribble, throws it over to Hyan Castro. Back to Thompson. Thompson trying to direct traffic. They get it over to Castro. Castro to Thompson. They drop it into Gomez. He drops it into brother Gomez, who takes, oh man, he did everything but go in. He throws that ball up off the glass. It went halfway down. I could see half the ball inside the net, and then it rattled around and come back out. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It's now going to be Eunice ball. There was a ball that got deflected around. Rawls ends up with it. They throw up a runner, one-hander, and it goes in for 2. That was number 10. Number 10 is all about them Benjamin's baby. It's Benjamin for Rawls. There's a steal by Rawls. Rawls got a little momentum going here. They've cut the lead down to 20, and now they've got the ball after a steal, looking to attack again. Ball gets knocked out of bounds right in front of the Rawls bench. Here in Plains, Texas, we got a substitute coming in. Number 32, big Jorge Gomez will go to the sideline. Melanson comes in for the Cardinals. Ortega defensively. There's number 23, Gomez, with a great block, and then he throws up a full-length shot that won't go in. And at the end of 3 quarters, Eunice leads by 20. It's 52-22. So 52-22. I will make sure to go over some sponsors here. Eunice Wrecker and Rental. Appreciate all that you do. Devon Energy. Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Lasco Construction, Redbird Gas, that's Bart Parker and his crew, different set of Parkers, but still a great group of Parkers. The City of Eunice, that's Mayor Billy Hobbs, City Manager Shannon Cummins, a great one down there. We appreciate her. All that City Council and staff down there, appreciate all they do. The Eunice Public Schools, the Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne, Brian, Nikki, Elma, Aaron, and all that gang. They keep us healthy, keep us safe. We appreciate them. The Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogelmeyer, Brandon Matthews, and crew. And you got to include John Nogelmeyer. And I mean, if you're going to talk Nogelmeyer, you can't talk Nogelmeyers without talking John Nogelmeyer. So anyway, appreciate you guys. BTH Services and Rental, Chad Howler, all his gang down there. And then Parker Energy Services, Brett and Penny. Appreciate all that you do. Getting ready to start the 4th quarter here. Eunice leads by 20. It's 52-32. Rawls with the ball. They swing it over to the right side, then a cross-court skip pass. Ball ends up in the hands of Delgado. Salazar back over to Garcia, and now the ball's in the hands of Delgado. They dribble drive attack through the middle, kick out over to the left side. There's a left-handed shot that will not go. Melanson grabs a rebound. He's in there trying to battle, and he's going to get grabbed on the arm. That'll send the ball over to the Cardinals. So Melanson throws it into Thompson. Thompson heads across the timeline, looking down the court. Shot goes up from Gomez, and that's Luis Gomez with 2 more. He puts 2 more on the board. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 points that I have for Gomez. And like I said, I missed 2. A nice block there by Ortega. That's Jacob Ortega. They kick it ahead to Hyan Castro. He gives it back to Thompson. Thompson's going to split the defense. He tries to finger roll. Thought he was Julius Irvin, Dr. J. He didn't go in, but it looked like another Gomez there. That is number 23, Luis Gomez. He gets 2 more. That's 13 points, I believe, for Luis Gomez. 6:50 remaining here in the game. It's 56-32. Oh, and there's going to be an and one. Yeah, they're going to give him the and one. So Rawls gets the and one there. That makes the score 56-34, and it'll send Rawls to the free throw line for one. I think that's number 12, Salazar. That shot is up, and it is no good, but Rawls comes away with the rebound. They give it back to Salazar. He pulls for 3. It won't go. And that's going to be out of bounds on Rawls. Rawls is hustling for those loose balls. We're checking them out. 56-34. And now it looks like we've got another timeout on the floor. I believe this one was called by Rawls. With that said, another shout out to some sponsors. Outlaw Grill, Johnny Robertson. You can't talk Outlaw Grill and Johnny Robertson without talking Marty Rodriguez. Marty and Johnny, they're kind of like brothers attached at the hip. We've got Miss Marty up here helping us today, running the camera for us and the Heffies gang, so we appreciate you. Get on down to Outlaw Grill, get you a burger, some fries, a steak. I don't know what else, but you can get whatever you want down at Outlaw Grill, and it'll be good no matter the situation. Johnny and his staff down there do a great job. Outlaw Grill in Eunice and Hobbs. So 56-34. We are almost midway through the fourth quarter here. Eunice leads by 22 points. So 6:30 is what's showing on the clock up here now that it's came back on. Thompson will bring the ball across the timeline. He swings it over to Hyan Castro. Hyan swings it back up to the top of the key, back to Hyan Castro. He drops it into Luis Gomez. Luis Gomez's shot is up and no good. There's a battle down low for a rebound. The ball bounces out of bounds, and they're going to call a foul. I think they called that on number 5. Number 5 is Hyan Castro, maybe? No, Jacob Ortega. So 56-34, 6:15 on the clock. Rawls with the ball. They swing it over here in the corner for Salazar. Salazar starts dribbling across, makes a nice one-handed pass. They skip it out here to the corner. The shot won't go. Now they swing it back up to Salazar at the top of the key. He starts to dribble drive, then kicks it out to the right side. They swing it over here to number 4 that don't exist in their Max Preps roster. Number 22 has it. That's Garcia. He dribbles in, throws up a shot. He gets fouled by Melanson, and he's going to get an and one out of that deal. So that makes it 36-56. Eunice still in the lead by 20. Rawls trying to hang around here. 5:50 left in the game. That shot is up. It rattles around and goes in. So number 22, Garcia, picks up 2 more. Kick it into Thompson. Thompson brings it across the timeline for Eunice. Hyan Castro back to Thompson. Over to Ortega. Ortega to Thompson. Thompson to Castro. Castro to Thompson. Back to Ortega. Ortega back to Thompson. Thompson thought about it, pulls it back out, kicks it over to Castro. Castro says, I'll take it. Shot goes up, it won't go. And Thompson's going to get fouled on the rebound. He was hustling in there trying to pick up a board. Hyan Castro hustles down to the baseline. It's going to be Eunice ball to throw the ball in on the baseline. Now they switch out. Ortega's going to jump over there to throw it in. Ortega ready to throw it in. He drops it into Gomez. Gomez, nice move by Gomez. That's Luis Gomez who stepped out, got everybody going the other way, and then turned around and just laid it in. He tapped it in, tap it in. Oh, and then Gomez with the steal. He's going to sling it ahead to Thompson. Thompson jumps up with a running one-hander, and he picks up 2 more points. That's 2 more for Thompson. So Rawls coming back the other direction. 4:50 on the clock. We're in quarter number 4, so this is for the game. Eunice got a 2-2 record. This would give them a winning record leaving this tournament, which would be good. 4:40 on the clock. Rawls pulls it back out to set up the offense. Salazar with the ball. Swings it over to the left side to Garcia. Garcia's shot is no good. And Gomez with a running rebound. He's going to step through a little Euro, and he dipsy-doos and lays it in. That's 2 more points for Gomez. Luis Gomez having the game of his life here. He's having a heck of a ball game. And then to Luis Gomez with the steal. He kicks it ahead to Thompson. Thompson with a running one-hander, the lefty. Throws it up and it goes in. That's 64-36. Eunice jumps out in the full court pressure now. 64-37 is now what's on the clock over on the big scoreboard, so I'll give them a point for nothing, I guess. So here goes Rawls. They kick it out to the left side. That's number 11, Luna or Garcia. I got 2 11s on the Max Preps roster, and he splashes in a 3. That makes it 40-64. Eunice with the ball, setting up the offense, running a little clock. Ortega with the ball, back to Thompson. Thompson thought about it, kicks it over to Castro. Castro drops it in the corner to Gomez. Gomez with a nice move, goes up. It's no good, but other Gomez with the rebound and the putback. Oh, that was Melanson that threw up that shot. And then Gomez with the rebound and the putback. I tell you what, Luis Gomez has got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I've got him at 19, and like I said, somebody scored when there was still a minute on the halftime clock and the officials decided to start the game. Somebody for us scored, and I wasn't even in my seat. So anyway, Thompson has 3, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 is what I have Thompson with right now. So Blevins has got 11. Melanson I show with 3. High and Castro with 3. So a great all-around game by the Cardinals. And here they're going to throw the ball in. Eunice in what looks like a 3-quarter court trap now. Kind of a 2-2-1 look. Rawls takes their time, gets it across the timeline, and now they're going to attack. The ball was knocked away for just a minute by Ortega. There's a step back 3. It will not go. Gomez with the rebound. That's big 3-2. Jorge Gomez. He gets it over to Maddox Mata. Maddox Mata to Blevins. Blevins drops it into Gomez, who drops it over to Melanson. Melanson has his shot thrown out a little bit. 2:52 on the clock. 66-40. Under 3 minutes remaining in this game. Maddox Mata going to head over to the baseline to throw it in. He drops it in to Blevins in the corner. Billy Blevins' 3 does everything but go in. Nice rebound by Melanson. His shot won't go in, and Rawls comes away with it now. And we're headed back the other direction. Rawls thought about a 3. Blevins with a nice almost steal, but he tips it to Rawls, and now here they come the other way. Billy Blevins ends up with it in the corner after the pass from Ortega. Blevins thought about the stop back, then he floats it over to Mata. Mata for 3. His 3, looked like it was going in, but it deflects off the rim and then goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Rawls' ball. 2:17 here on the clock, 66-40. A special shout out to Sandy Rodriguez. We want to appreciate or thank her for helping us with the camera today. Been a huge help. So here comes Plains attacking. There was a block by Melanson. He's going to be called for the foul. So 2:05 remaining here in the ball game. Eunice leads by 26. We've got Elijah Melanson, number 2-1. We've got Jorge Gomez, number 3-2, set up there on that free throw, which is no good. We've got Jacob Ortega. He's number 5 right there near the shooter. And Billy Blevins on the other side. And then we've got Maddox Mata out near the top. So Gomez with the rebound, kicks it ahead to Mata. Mata throws it. Thought he was going to be sneaky, but Rawls player steps in. And oh my goodness, I thought that kid was going to jump up and dunk it. And the ball is rebounded, deflected. So they're going to call a foul on number 10. That's Benjamin. He's all about them Benjamins, baby. 1:49 remaining here in the ball game. Maddox Mata playing the point guard. Throws it over to Blevins. Blevins drops it in for Melanson. Melanson's shot was blocked, and they call the foul, so that'll send Melanson to the free throw line. 1:41 on the clock. This last few minutes of this game has been dragging. So Melanson will head to the free throw line. These free throws will be brought to you by Redbird Gas. And they splash it in just like Redbird Gas will splash you with some gas if you need some when it's cold outside. Melanson drops that one in. That makes it 67-40, and he makes the next one. That makes it 68-40. Eunice up 28. Eunice still in the full court pressure. They said, we're not done yet. We want some more points. Here comes Rawls attacking. Little Euro step through and the spin up on the glass. That's Garcia for Rawls. He picks up 2 points. Here comes Eunice back the other way. Billy Blevins going to pull for 3, and he splashes it in. And there's the gunslinger, Billy the Kid Blevins. That's 14 points for Blevins, I believe. There's a long 3, no good. Melanson hustles over to grab the rebound. I thought he saved it. The official said he was out of bounds, so that'll give the ball back to Rawls. So 1:05 remaining in the ball game. Rawls to throw it in. They float it up near the top. Blevins guarding the basketball. They're going to switch off now. Maddox Mata steps out, and now Ortega ends up on Garcia. Number 10, Benjamin, takes a deep 3. It deflects off the hands of Jorge Gomez and goes out of bounds, so it's going to be Rawls' ball. 52 seconds remaining on the clock. The score on the board up there says 71-42. I may not be keeping up, and I don't always. All right. Rawls with the ball near the top of the key. That's a number 4. We don't have one of those on the roster, at least not in max preps. He's got the ball again. He throws that shot up. It won't go. Billy Blevins with the rebound. Got somebody coming up from behind him. He's going to take and throws the shot up. They're going to call for a block, and so that'll send Billy Blevins to the free throw line here with 34 seconds remaining in the ball game. It's 71-42, and the gunslinger Billy the Kid Blevins will head to the free throw line. Blevins gets the ball, steps in, takes the dribble. His shot splashes through. So Blevins has now got, 12, 13, 14, 15 points, I believe, for Blevins. Blevins steps back up to the line. This one splashes in. 30 seconds on the clock. It's now 73-42. Rawls attacking. A shot from the corner from Garcia. Won't go. Ortega with the rebound. He kicks it ahead to Gomez. Gomez off the hands of Mata. And here comes a little Euro step reverse that won't go. Gomez with the rebound, kicks it out to Blevins. Blevins says, I'll take a 3. He throws it up and splashes it in, and Billy Blevins picks up 3 more. That makes it 76-42. There's a long 3 at the buzzer by Rawls. It will not go. And at the end of the ball game, the final score is going to be 76-42. The Eunice Cardinals improved to 3-2 on the season. I'd like to go over some totals that we have right there. Ashton Thompson with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 points for Ashton Thompson. As I mentioned, I missed a couple right there at the beginning of the half as they started the half with time still on the clock. Billy Blevins with 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points for Billy Blevins. Luis Gomez, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I have him at 19 as well. So Blevins and Gomez both with 19. Thompson with 22. Hyan Castro with 6. I have Jorge Gomez with 1. Elijah Melanson with 5. And so the Eunice Cardinals pick up the big win here on the road in the tournament here in Plains. So the Lady Cardinals fall. The Guy Cardinals with the W. And so anyway, this week I believe both teams are going to Capitan for the Capitan tournament. I doubt seriously that we'll be able to get up there for any coverage, but if we're able to do it, we'll jump them on the line and get going. I want to once again thank TJ for letting us get on the line and let us get these games going today. It was kind of a last-minute deal. Thank you to our listeners. Thank you to the sponsors, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Devon Energy, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Lasco Construction, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, Parker Energy Services. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your support. Thank you to all the listeners out there. For Eunice Cardinal Sports and the No Mark Broadcasting Network, I'm Jimmy Jones. Thank you for listening. Good night.